Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. This one's going to be quick because we're watching the Twilight Zone, Season 1, Episode 4, The 16mm Shrine. This series, through 3 episodes, has been nothing short of majestic, and I can't wait to see what Episode 4 has in store for us. If you could do me a quick favor though and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, it greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for a little Twilight Zone. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full length, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to journey into the unknown one more time as we watch The Twilight Zone, Season 1, Episode 4, The 16mm Shrine. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man,
Rod, tell me about this fifth dimension, would you please?
between science and superstition.
What a voice. Now this one's the 16mm Shrine. It's supposed to be about an actress.
I'll never forget you.
Picture of a woman looking at a picture. Barbara Jean Trenton, whose world is a projection room, whose dreams are made out of celluloid. Barbara Jean Trenton, struck down by hit-and-run years, and lying on the unhappy pavement, trying desperately to get the license number of fleeting fame.
Wow! Holy smokes! What a line. What a setup. I mean, Jesus, this show.
Miss Trenton?
She's acting out her old shows.
Thank you. Just put it down there.
Yes, ma'am.
So is she just aged out? Is that what we're supposed to be? Like nobody wants her anymore? Man, in old Hollywood, that was it.
Hello, Sally.
Hello.
Is Miss Trenton in?
Yes, sir.
In there for a change?
For a change.
And Mr. Weiss, it's getting much worse.
Well, she's been in there too much. I think it's beginning to disturb you, too. I'll see what I can do.
Such solid acting back in the day, man.
It's a beautiful day in Beverly Hills. There's no smog. It's 84 degrees, and it is lovely.
I wonder what I'd do without your daily weather reports.
Question is, Barbara, what do you do with them?
Look, if you won't fix yourself a drink, sit down and be quiet, will you? You know something, Daniel? You have a habit of looking poised, ready to spring.
1933.
And a night in Paris.
1934.
I know it was 1934. What are you now, Daniel? Father time?
It's been a bit.
Bobby, I have to knock what you do, and I have to get clinical when I see you bottle yourself in this room and stop the clock. You put it back 15, 20, 25 years. You do this every day.
I understand it. I understand it.
I've set up an appointment for you today over at International.
At International?
Yes.
Part, Danny?
Sounds like a good one, too.
I never did get along with Marty Saul when I was under contract there.
Well, he's much older now. I think you'll find that he's mellowed.
You're a nice guy and a loyal friend. And in my selfish, devious way, I'm very much in love with you.
What's the part?
Oh, Danny, I hope it's a musical. Oh, I'd love to dance again.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I have a memory of you for my eyes, thoughts of you for my mind, and the touch of you for all of me. Oh, something like that.
Something like that.
This is 1959. It's 25 years from Night in Paris, and 26 years since you made Farewell Without Tears. You get your war paint on, and I'll meet you over at Saul's office at 3 o'clock, okay?
Okay, Danny.
I completely understand it.
Hello, Marty.
It's been a long time.
Yes.
Oh, God. The part's gonna...
He's told you about the part?
Well, not exactly.
I'm gonna let you do that.
Not big, but a nice showcase. Oh, come on, be more specific. You of all people, Marty, should know what I demand in a part.
Oh, boy.
I'm still waiting to hear about the part.
Raise the veil.
Oh, boy.
You play a mother.
How old a mother?
40-ish, but very vibrant, very much alive.
As opposed to what? A corpse? I don't play mothers, Mr. Saul.
All about.
You look at it and see what it's all about, and you play the part. I never did like this tasteless, crude man.
Wow. Let's burn bridges.
You're just an aging broad with a scrapbook. Look, Marty. And any part you get at this studio won't have to go through an agent. We can set it up through the community chest because it'll be charity.
Damn. That sit down did not go well.
Remind me someday when you've gone over the hill and you're down on your hands and knees. Remind me to give you a swift kick in the teeth.
That studio doesn't exist. Not anymore. Not the way it is now. This is the world, Dan, right in here.
Dan needs to be more honest with her.
Doesn't have to exist if I shut my eyes. If I shut my eyes, it all disappears. If I wish hard enough, I can wish it all away.
Pulled in on her.
As of this moment. Right now, Danny.
Music cue.
These are the 1930s again. With all the charm and romance.
It's nostalgic, it's nice, but it's not true. It's phony.
There we go, Dan.
Tell Jerry Herndon, Steve Black, Paul Nader. Tell them, Danny.
Paul Nader's been dead for 5 years. Jerry Herndon lives in Chicago. Steve Black hasn't been around for 15 years. And if I could get them, what kind of a party do you think I can invite them here? You've built yourself a graveyard here. You keep wishing for things that are dead.
Yeah. That was brutal but honest, man. I do sympathize with her. I really do. Doing some drinking.
I tell you, Mr. Weiss, I don't want you to think I've gone out of my mind or something, but I swear to you, I see her up on that screen.
What do you mean?
There'll be a gentleman by in a little while, a Mr. Herndon.
Jerry Herndon?
That's right.
Watch, he'll look like super old.
Don't like the merchandise?
Oh, the merchandise is beautiful, but looks a little tired. Looks like it hasn't slept in a couple of weeks. And it looks like it could use some fresh air and sun.
This guy's a great friend.
He's in town and he'd love to see you.
Tell him I'm not receiving this year.
It's Jerry Herndon, Barbara.
He's gonna be old.
Oh, darling, when he gets here, take him into the study. I've got to do my face, change.
He'd love you if you came down in sackcloth, but go ahead.
I'll hurry.
This is very sad. This is very sad.
It's been a long time, Barbara Jean. A lot of water over the dam.
No. Yeah.
I thought you'd be in here in an officer's uniform. Or white tie, tails, with a champagne glass. That's how I thought you'd be.
That was 20 years ago.
What do you do?
I run a string of supermarkets outside of Chicago.
String of supermarkets outside of Chicago.
Oh, man. Just no glamour, not...
He's the one I expected.
Oh, my God.
Barbie, please.
Go away, both of you. Please go away. Go away.
Oh, my God. Now, Sally said something weird, though. She said she could have sworn that she was up on the screen with her when she walks into the room. And this is the Twilight Zone. So far, this has been the reality zone. This is way too close to home for a lot of the people in similar circumstances as far as like, incredible fame. And then it goes away.
There you are, Jerry. There you are. You look so young. I wish I could be up there with you. I wish.
Here we go.
Wouldn't you like some coffee?
Don't go in there, Sally. I don't think you're going to like what you see. Because she's going to be up on that effing screen. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Have you looked in the room?
That's the first place I checked. Then I went to every room in the house. She's not here.
Why'd you scream, Sally?
You gonna run it, Mr. Weiss?
I'm getting the hell out of here if you are.
darlings, it's so good to see you. We're all having dinner by the pool. Please, everyone outside. Oh, Steve, Paul, Jerry.
She's in there.
Barbie! Please, come back, Barbara! Barbie, it's me, Danny.
Oh, this is cool as hell. She's happy, man.
Barbie, come back! Please, Barbie! Barbie! Come back, Barbie!
So what happens if you replay it? Is it the same scene or a different one? It's interesting they stuck on him instead of just ending it, unless there's more. Oh, God. Dude, are you in there too?
To wishes, Barbie. To the ones that come true.
Wow.
To Barbara Jean Trenton, movie queen of another era, who has changed the blank tomb of an empty projection screen into a private world. It can happen in the Twilight Zone.
And now, Mr. Serling.
Here we go. Next time.
We offer a most bizarre story called Walking Distance, and we hope you'll be around to share it with us. Thank you, and good night.
Rod, I will be here, buddy. Whew, holy smokes. All right, everyone, we just finished watching The Twilight Zone Season 1, Episode 4, The 16mm Shrine, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everyone, we just finished The 16mm Shrine, the 4th episode of the 1st season of The Twilight Zone. You know, this one in and of itself, I think, was the most realistic. I mean, I think it's hands down the most realistic. You know, even though it almost like saved the twist for the very end. You know what I mean? Like the last 5 minutes that's when the twist was. The rest of it was reality. And that is very, very tough to watch because, you know, anybody in that profession, acting, I don't care if it's a stage or commercial acting, TV, movies, it doesn't matter. If you are in that position, you are known for whatever the first hit role that you had. And so in that hit role, they're always going to look for, and this is when people were casting, a field that I was in many, many moons ago, when people look for this particular person, when they hear a name, they immediately think of the most famous role. It's just human nature. And then when you see somebody that is 10, 15, 20 years removed from that moment of mania, that famous moment, there's disappointment. And again, I think it's human. It's exactly the way that it is, and it's realistic. It's just very heartbreaking to see that in practice. Now, did they do a good job with it in this one? Absolutely, because they're filming, believe me, it was even more prevalent back then, I'm sure, because the lifespan of somebody that could play a younger role was, the window was incredibly narrow, you know, and people that would come in and maybe even hit a little bit late, they only might have a handful of years, if that, before they were passed by for whatever was the new flavor of the week or the, you know, the new hot property or whatever it would happen to be. And so I think they did an exceptional job of conveying that despair. And, you know, it's tough. It's tough. You look at Barbara and you're like, she's living in Beverly Hills. She has a huge house. You know, she is a famous person, an actress at one time. She's still being offered roles, which is something that's not a universal thing, even though you're offered the roles of the mother or the grandmother, the father, the grandfather, or somebody in an older situation. You know, sometimes you don't get those calls either. And so many times, most of the time, you don't get those calls either. But, you know, with this one, there's a heartbreaking element to it because it's like any profession in this respect. If you're doing something you love and you've accomplished, you accomplish something great, and then you never really hit that mark again. You know, if you're a songwriter and you have a great song and you never hit that song again, a painter and you have incredible painting and, you know, you never make something like that again. It's the act of creation in one of its many ways. And when your palette is your face and appearance as opposed to, you know, the colors that you have in your tray or the notes that you can play on your guitar, it even narrows that that window even more, and it makes everything that much more fleeting. So yeah, Barbara was an unlikable character in that, you know, she was drinking all the time. She was just absolutely stuck into the past. You know, she was mean to everybody, including Dan. You know, I mean, she was bitter about them not recognizing her as the way she saw herself, really, as this, you know, person, you know, 20, 30 years removed from where she was. But at the same time, I think that made her so incredibly human. It's something that everybody can relate to. Everybody that is just, you know, it feels like they too have been forgotten for whatever reason, you know, whether, you know, for whatever reason. And I think that's what it was. It was the loss of identity. It was the loss of who you think you are and who the world sees you as. And I think they did a fantastic job of conveying that in an incredibly short period of time and making it as poignant as possible. And for me, the end result of her like joining these old celluloid ghosts on the screen, to me, that was just the afterthought for me. The Twilight Zone twist was actually, for me, not necessary. You know, I think that they really had gotten to the heart of a very good story even before they did the twist. And while that obviously made it more, you know, fantastic, at the same time, I just think it put a bow on the story that had already been told, and they did it very, very well. This show is show's amazing, and the way that they can capture things from different angles fascinates me, and I cannot wait to see how they continue telling these tales. If you could do me a favor, friends, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Twilight Zone. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, YouTube memberships will get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye. And normally when we say goodbye from any of the other series on the channel, we say goodbye from someplace within the episode. But because this is Twilight Zone, we now say goodbye from someplace as a result of this episode. And so, friends, Sally has called us to come over, and she said she's in the process of, you know, cleaning up the house because there's no one living here anymore. And we go into the study and we see the projector set up, and we get it in our minds to turn it on and see where in the movie it is. And my friends, when that lights go down and that projector comes up, what do we see? A new movie? A window into another world? Or a little of both? Until such time as we can continue these fantastic tales, my friends, Falcon roll, and I'll see you.